God damn it, I'm gonna win it this time. If I can't win this time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the middle of a time right now. It's been one of those weeks. Can I tell you? I'm not actually gonna give you the details. But it's been one shit goddamn of a week. What's happening, Trader Lord? Oh. Okay, so I'm trying a different tool against this dude. Yeah. I'm gonna try the you remember there was a charm that allowed me to damage guys dashing through them? I'm doing it now. I figured after enough times of suffering through this fellow that this Shadow Knives ability, I'll log on, or I'll pause at some point and I'll show you exactly what I mean, would be exactly the ticket for this jerk. I mean, this and one other thing that you've probably noticed by now. I'll tell you about it in a sec. Let me just defeat this guy once and for all. I have noticed, though, one weird thing about the Shadow Dodge ability that... Yeah, nice. One thing about the Shadow Dodge ability, I find it dashes a little bit further ahead than the normal dash. Anyhow, hey, I beat him! Hooray! It's been kind of a struggle. Oh, anyway, hi. I beat the Trader Lord. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've mentioned this maybe about a dozen or 2 dozen or 3 dozen times, but I decided I'd finally pull the plug and do it. I'm cheating my ass off at this point. I have determined, after a long... Oh boy... Maybe, has it been 2 weeks since I played this game? Okay, so I had this amazing weekend where I recorded 18 episodes. So the last 18 episodes, okay, nearly 3 weeks worth of content has passed by, and I have not played this game out of frustration, both maybe an existential frustration and also maybe just a struggle with the difficulty. I can't tell you. But I decided, you know what, no. Nobody's watching this because they want to see me be skillful. I'm not playing this because I want to see me be skillful either. I just want to experience the story. So to that end, I am just going to defeat the game, ultimately, so that I can put it down. Now, what am I looking at? This is an enter. Yes. Hello. Ma'am? Or are you just a very thin sir? I don't know. Protect A. Protect what? So there's a whole world of story in this game that I realized that I am not paying attention to. There was a commenter, bless you, who mentioned that apparently Hornet was originally supposed to protect her mother, but decided not to because she believed in me. I don't know why she believes in me. I wonder if this is related to that. But anyway, we got some glowy roots. And anything that glows in a game like this, usually so dark and dreary and washed out in color. For something to glow, that must mean something. This probably means something. We're getting quiet. I kind of like it. Oh, it's getting so quiet. Oh, yeah. What?
Hello, Red.
White lady? Ooh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid? Or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? It's true that you were awaited. No, perhaps that is inaccurate. True one like you was awaited. I have a gift, held long for one of your kind, half of a whole. When united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. What? Gladly? taken the white fragment. Really? Oh, you're all the way at the end. Are you one of the very most special of charms? That I need to have two sides of it. Ooh. Okay. It faced the gendered child. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother, though the two were permitted little time together. I never begrudged the worm's dalliance as bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. Yes! If we're talking about the same lady, she saved my life after I tried to take hers. That's a brave thing. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes are for such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course, regression. All minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable, and would seek your aid in its occurrence, replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing inside. Wow. Wow. So you're stuck here, huh? I'll offer fair warning. The vessel itself may be weak, but it is much empowered by that force within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. I have that. Prepare yourself well. All right. Damn. Oh, wait, I should have done the obvious thing. I should, So we can access the mind. Ah! Then the seals shall break before its blade. Ah, all right. I guess that is an extra bit of confidence. Nice. I wonder if the white lady is the mother that Hornet was actually handling, or she kind of said that wasn't the case, huh? Or maybe she's speaking of a previous life? Gosh, hard to say. One day I'm probably going to get through a story synopsis, and probably there will be something real obvious that I didn't pay any attention to. You know, it's real difficult to harp again on a subject that I probably shouldn't be harping upon again. During the craft of Let's Playing, alright, it's really difficult to do these three things at once. A, be good at the game. B, be interesting. C, analyze in depth the story as much as it deserves to be analyzed. Which makes me kind of feel... Hang on, which direction am I going in? Let me kill this guy first. It makes me feel like I might... And this is coincidentally something that I was going to bring up inevitably anyway. I think what I want to do with my Let's Play channel is perhaps going to change. Let me see. Where am I right now? Okay, so the next thing I want to do is head over to the City of Tears. So I think this is the correct direction. Whoops! What I was thinking of doing was maybe, so in a manner of speaking, taking a break after Hollow Knight. And maybe that would mean taking a break from my horror series as well. I don't know, because the horror series seems to be going well enough blind. I kind of enjoy not having to think about it too hard. Let's see, you. The thing that... Oh, hello. The thing I really want to do is, well, let me read this first. Though once our land's a pale being, lays claim to the caverns of head. Wait. It may appear benevolent, but I've read this. Let's see. What was I going to say? What I wanted to do... Alright. Now, it may not be obvious to the casual observer, and why would it? But, something that I really quite enjoy doing, and something that I've been meaning to apply more and more over time, is writing. I like writing. Just casually writing, you know? I like writing an email. I like writing to people. it's something of a weird pleasure of mine that I don't enjoy nearly often enough. And I find that on some episodes, ages ago, where I would sort of take the time to play through a section and try to write out what I would talk about, have always gone better than an episode that went purely blindly. Whether I actually said that this was a blind playthrough or not. That's a secret. Don't tell anybody, okay? I've always enjoyed those things. Maybe it's a sentiment of wanting a more curated channel. Maybe it is genuinely that I just want to have, I don't know, more certainty in what I'm about to present. Because, it's maybe I would be unhappy with a recording, but I would still, out of some sense of obligation, put it up onto YouTube, right? But if I'm a little bit more confident, maybe if it's a second take that I record, I might be happier with the product. And maybe happier with my hobby overall. I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, this is my thought process, and I haven't quite thought it out as far as I would prefer to. You might be able to tell that as well, just by listening. But yeah. So this is a part of my decision to finally just, cheat my darn ass off with this game, because I want to put it down. All right, I want to finish up Hollow Knight, because we've gone deep enough, right? I think this game deserves to be finished, at least. I have definitely gotten my money's worth. I've definitely 1,000,000% gotten my money's worth. So, are you... Maybe this is a totally other subject that I should only bring up in another episode, but, are you aware of the Patient Gamers community on Reddit? If you are, or if you aren't, this is a community on Reddit that I am not active in, but I do enjoy being a part of. And, we're people who play a game, maybe a year after it comes out. And, one of the qualities to this is that I don't have to pay as much for video games. Of course, it does mean that I tend to wait a year before playing something. But, I'm not, going to play a game and suffer through it any longer than I need to. Because I have less of a monetary investment in it, I will play until I have stopped enjoying it, generally, and then I'll move on. And I feel like I've reached about that point in this game. I could comfortably put it down and not think a second time about this game, Under normal circumstances, I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Under normal circumstances, with the kind of sentiment I feel right now, I could just put the game down. But I feel, once again, we're deep enough. We have to finish this. I'm a little invested in the story, which is so much more the reason why I play these games at all. So I would just like to see the end. And I think there's freaking plenty to see at this point. I'll tell you what, let me find that bench. I just noticed that bench was up there. I'm gonna find that bench and we're gonna call it for this episode. I tell you what though, it's real nice to not have to worry about my health quite as much, especially when I'm fucking up like this, god damn it. Okay, now we have control again. And then we have to go up. I wasn't too sure I was gonna be able to record this weekend. I'm pretty glad to be able to. I'm glad I found the gumption to record, for one. But for two, to be able to, because I feel like I'm getting a bit of a cold. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. There you are. I want to see that extra bit. Yeah, that's where I was. No, I'm not looking at the right friggin' goddamn map. Let's see. Queen's Gardens. Of that... There is that... Yeah. Can I... No, that's a zoom out. I want to zoom further in. Okay, no. The bit in the center with all the, the hair. That's where I was. Okay, great. Yeah. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. In the next episode, we're going to continue heading over to the City of Tears. I am going to make a damned beeline for the Watchers. Right over there. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do next after that is I'm going to make a pass at some of the dream bosses that I don't think I would be able to fight and win against normally, because I heard that the truest ending is only unlocked once I bought the Awakened Nail from the Seer, which means I need to have a shit ton of those fragments, the memory or whatever fragments. The things like I've been collecting from trees and from those whisper trees and whisper roots or whatever they're called. Whispering roots, that's what they're called. Yes. Anywho, see you in the next episode, folks.